And then it says patient also expressed some emotional trauma which causes him depression and anxiety.
While RN was visiting patient, fiance came in and tried to start argument with him. Patient was able to stay calm and talk his fiance down. Do you recall any instances where you witnessed Ms. Heard try to start a fight with Mr. Depp?
Objection.
These chilling new revelations may pull back the lid on a huge can of worms for Amber. If the testimony is to be believed, Johnny Depp's private nurse Debbie Lloyd has seen Johnny in a state where no one else has, and there is no telling what the repercussions of her reveals may be. If what the nurse is saying is true, and it does line up with other events around that timeline, then Amber lied on the stand throughout the trial, and most of her witnesses committed perjury. Debbie Lloyd, Johnny Depp's nurse, testified about having to search the actor's Australian home for the tip of his severed finger, which he allegedly hurt during a dispute with ex-wife Amber Heard. The Hollywood star's severed fingertip was first revealed at his UK trial against The Sun in 2020 when his house manager testified about how he eventually discovered the fingertip. Jurors in Depp's ongoing defamation trial heard pre-recorded testimony from Debbie Lloyd, Depp's former private nurse who traveled to Australia with him and Heard in March 2015. Lloyd, who was part of the team that helped cure the actor's opioid addiction, said that when she arrived at his house while he was filming Pirates of the Caribbean, she discovered a smashed-up TV set and writing on the walls. Depp's hands, she claimed, were caked in paint and filth. "I remember looking for his finger in the downstairs area," Lloyd said in her video deposition, which was played in Virginia court. "The house was a mess." She said the house manager was eventually able to locate the lost fingertip and brought it to the hospital. The nurse also recalled hearing different stories from people about what led to the gruesome injury. "I have heard that Amber threw a bottle of vodka at him," she said. "I have heard that he had slammed it with a phone." Heard has categorically denied hurling a vodka bottle at Depp, and the events of that night are still being disputed between them. The testimony of Depp's former private doctor David Kipper earlier on Monday muddled the story even more. The doctor stated in his video deposition that he went to the residence soon after the incident and saw broken glass and blood on the floor. He didn't notice any blood on the glass. However, David Kipper, a Beverly Hills-based physician, testified that Depp was fearful about stopping his use of opiates, which he took after a dental procedure. Eventually, they came up with a plan where he would travel to his private island in the Bahamas for the detoxification process in August 2014, accompanied by Heard and several members of his staff. Kipper and Debbie Lloyd, a registered nurse, also traveled to the island to assist in the process and give Depp medication. Looking at her notes from the time period for recollection, Lloyd spoke about Depp experiencing muscle spasms, chills, and pains, typical for anyone going through detox, and feeling frustrated. Part of his desire to give up on the treatment, Lloyd said, was due to tension between him and fiancé.
She would try to instigate him.
Did you ever witness that personally?
Yes.
On more than one occasion?
Yes.
Kipper, Lloyd, Depp, and Heard devised a plan for her to take a few days for herself, according to Lloyd's notes. She recounted numerous such occasions over the fall in which Depp appeared increasingly disturbed by fights with Heard. At one point, Heard agreed to begin working with her own personal nurse, see a therapist, and try a new mood stabilizer to deal with her anxiety. Both Kipper and Lloyd stated that they did not see physical abuse between the couple. However, Lloyd stated that she did witness arguments between the two and once witnessed Depp push over one of Heard's clothing racks while on vacation. Lloyd expressed concern about the couple's squabbles because they were a trigger for Depp, causing him to grow enraged. Lloyd checked her notes and discovered that Depp kicked down a door while filming a 2014 project, refused to speak to the director, was verbally confrontational, and was given Xanax to calm down. Lloyd wrote in her notes several months before his marriage to Heard in February 2015 that Depp was anxious and depressed over his marital troubles.
Patient-informed wife is coming to talk to him, and he became extremely anxious. When argument became heated, patient removed himself from situation and had security drive him to another home.
This video does not intend to malign or promote anyone or to take any one person's side. It is only to speculate and report facts as they were presented. Depp and Heard headed to Australia about a month after their wedding to film the 5th installment of Pirates of the Caribbean. During a fight between the pair, the top of Depp's right middle finger was severed. Kipper testified that he told emergency department doctors he sliced it with a knife, while Lloyd testified that she heard various stories. Heard flung a bottle of vodka at him in one version, while Depp slammed his palm with the phone in another. The tip of his finger was eventually discovered on the floor of the house's kitchen, according to Kipper. Lloyd testified that she observed a bruise on Heard's arm in Australia, but she did not elaborate. According to her notes, Depp was advised to stay away from Heard because their relationship was toxic. Depp reportedly texted Kipper after the incident, writing, "I cut the top of my middle finger off. What should I do? Except, of course, go to a hospital. I'm so embarrassed for jumping into anything with her. FK the world, JD." The star also texted his doctor around a week after his emergency visit to the hospital, writing, "Thank you for everything. I have chopped off my left middle finger as a reminder that I should never cut my finger off again. I love you, brothers." Johnny Depp's nurse Lloyd also testified that she once found the Donnie Brasco star with bloody knuckles on his right hand after he allegedly punched a whiteboard following an argument with Heard. Meanwhile, it was also established that Depp and Lloyd had a close relationship. He once texted her to give him some F-kin knockout yum yum because Heard had a nasty freakout. In another message, he told the nurse that even attempting to say thank you would be like a monkey trying to fuck a football ... It's just simply impossible. Lloyd said she was moved to tears as a lawyer read out the messages she exchanged with the actor. Other texts shown to the jury included Lloyd telling Depp, "I love you too. Be safe and be smart, my son, and I care about you deeply." Court documents also revealed several medical notes penned by the nurse about Depp. She noted that the actor told him that the majority of the issues in his marriage happened due to his drug and alcohol use. She also narrated another incident when she and Depp tried to leave the latter's penthouse, but Heard stood in the elevator as she didn't want him to leave. Lloyd also said she was concerned about the arguments as they triggered Depp emotionally and caused him to be stressed and upset.
I remember one night trying to leave the penthouse and Amber standing in the elevator and not letting us leave. She didn't want him to leave.
Amid the speculation, Heard has previously denied the allegations of throwing a vodka bottle at Depp. She also claimed that Depp injured his own finger after a 3-day drug-fueled fight. The Aquaman actress admitted to throwing the bottle but said it was directed toward the floor. On the third day of Johnny staying awake without sleeping, I came downstairs to find numerous messages Johnny had written to me around the house, on the walls and on my clothes, written in a combination of oil paint and the blood from his broken and severed finger. Johnny also urinated all over the house. The text messages continued to reveal the secrets of the celebrities involved, and a message in which the actor joked about his penis came to light, causing Depp to laugh after it was revealed in court. "Hi honey, I'm so sorry about today. I thought you were Steven, who I'm not particularly thrilled about because of his loss of loyalty and memory loss," Depp wrote. "He has tried everything to with me to the point of touring with my wife. He also barges into my F. King house like it's Grand F. King Central Station. I'm really sorry if I upset you. If you like, you can give me some morphine to see if my tongue and penis will touch. All my love, Jay." Johnny and Debbie certainly seem to have a close relationship. Is it possible that Amber was jealous of the fact that that was the case? Could that be why, according to Johnny, she also slept with Elon Musk and James Franco as revenge? Only those two know the truth. But there is a lot that has been revealed with Debbie Lloyd's testimony. So, why do you think Amber hated Debbie so much? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.